King crab, the Bering Sea, 30 below on deck, waves as tall as a 5-story building. King crab fishing is officially recognized as the most dangerous fishing job in the world. The death rate is 50 times higher than the industry average, and all of it for one creature. The king crab lives at depths of up to 300 meters and can weigh up to 12 kilograms. Its leg span reaches up to 180 centimeters. The Japanese have been eating it for more than 1,000 years. In the United States, large-scale commercial harvesting only began in the 1950s, and the season lasts just a few days each year. For the human body, one of the best sources of zinc on the planet. Zinc is critical for the immune system, wound healing, and testosterone production. High levels of omega-3 protect blood vessels. Phosphorus strengthens bones. Almost zero fat with enormous amounts of protein. One crab contains the daily requirement of vitamin B12. Dangerous to catch, incredibly beneficial to eat. Coconut crab. This creature cracks open coconuts with its bare claws, climbs palm trees up to 10 meters tall, lives up to 60 years, and weighs up to 4 kilograms, making it the largest land arthropod on the planet. The coconut crab lives on islands in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Polynesians and Micronesians have eaten it for thousands of years. It was part of ritual feasts and a symbol of strength. Today, in many regions, it is listed as endangered. Its population is declining because of poaching. Legal harvesting is strictly limited by quotas. The taste is rich, similar to a mix of crab and lobster with coconut notes, because it feeds primarily on coconuts. The meat is dense, fatty, with a unique aroma. For the human body, high in protein and healthy fatty acids, rich in copper, which supports red blood cell production and nervous system health. Antioxidants from the crab's coconut-based diet partially transfer into its meat. Rarity makes it a delicacy. Biochemistry makes it valuable. Lobster. In the 18th century in America, lobster was fed to prisoners in jails. Servants sued their employers, demanding they not be served lobster more than 3 times a week. It was poor people's food, something people were ashamed of. Today, that same food costs $150 per serving in a restaurant. What changed? Railroads. In the 19th century, trains brought canned lobster into the center of the country, places where people had never seen it before. They didn't know it had once been poor people's food. They simply tasted it and fell in love. Lobsters can live up to 100 years and do not biologically age. Their cells do not lose the ability to divide over time. Scientists study them as a model of biological immortality. For the human body, pure protein with almost no fat, high selenium content, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from damage. Iodine supports the thyroid gland. Omega-3 reduces inflammation. Poor people's food turned out to be the food of long livers. Dungeness crab. Every November on the west coast of the United States, the same thing happens. Thousands of people line up at fish markets before sunrise. Restaurants change their menus. Newspapers write about the start of the season, all because of one crab. The Dungeness crab is an icon of the Pacific coast. It has been eaten in California, Oregon, and Washington since the 19th century. Indigenous coastal peoples, the Chinook and Tlingit, were eating it thousands of years before Europeans arrived. It weighs up to 2 kilograms. The meat is sweet, tender, with a light saltiness. It is considered one of the best-tasting crab species in the world. For the human body, record levels of chromium among seafood. Chromium regulates blood sugar levels and improves insulin sensitivity. High magnesium content relieves muscle tension and supports heart rhythm. The protein is easily absorbed. Minimal calories, maximum benefits. Snow crab. Its claws are 3 times longer than its body. It lives at depths of up to 500 meters in the waters of the North Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, and it became the cause of one of the most unexpected diplomatic scandals in history when Russia and Norway argued over the rights to harvest it in the Arctic. The snow crab appeared in European waters relatively recently. It is believed to have arrived through ship ballast water in the 20th century. Norway discovered it near Svalbard and immediately began commercial harvesting. Russia claimed rights to it as well. The dispute remains unresolved to this day. The taste is delicate, slightly sweet, less intense than king crab. That is exactly why it is often used in sushi and fine dining dishes. It does not overpower other flavors. For the human body, high taurine content, an amino acid that protects the heart and supports vision. Potassium helps normalize blood pressure. Low in calories while high in protein, ideal for athletes and people watching their weight. Horseshoe crab. This creature has not changed for 450 million years. It survived 5 mass extinctions. Dinosaurs appeared and disappeared. The horseshoe crab remained. And today the safety of every vaccine and medicine in the world depends on it. The horseshoe crab is not a true crab. It is closer to spiders and scorpions. Its blue blood contains amoebocytes, cells that instantly react to bacterial toxins and form a protective clot. It is the most sensitive biological bacteria detector known to science. 1 liter of its blood costs $60,000. Every year, pharmaceutical companies collect around 500,000 horseshoe crabs, take a third of their blood, and release them back into the ocean. About 30% die during the process. People eat it in China and Southeast Asia. The meat is tough and an acquired taste, but for human health, something else matters more. Without the blue blood of the horseshoe crab, modern medicine would be impossible. Crayfish. Crayfish are freshwater relatives of the lobster that conquered the world not through the ocean, but through the kitchen. In Louisiana, people eat them by the kilogram at street festivals. In Sweden, August is the official crayfish season, a national celebration with songs and special hats. In Russia, crayfish with beer are part of the cultural code. People have eaten crayfish for thousands of years on every continent except Antarctica and Africa. Indigenous Americans were eating them long before Europeans arrived. In the 19th century, crayfish became a symbol of Southern American cuisine, the Cajun culture of Louisiana. The flavor is delicate, slightly sweet, less intense than their ocean relatives. For the human body, rich in astaxanthin, one of the most powerful natural antioxidants, which gives crustaceans their red color when boiled. Astaxanthin protects the skin from ultraviolet radiation and slows oxidative aging of cells. High vitamin B12 content supports the nervous system, low calories with high protein. Spiny lobster. It has no claws. That is the first thing you notice. Instead, it has long spiny antennae that it uses to scare away predators. But the most incredible thing about the spiny lobster is not its appearance. It is what it does every year. Spiny lobsters migrate up to 50 kilometers across the ocean floor in single file, holding on to each other's tails with their antennae, forming columns of up to 60 individuals. Scientists still do not understand how they navigate with meter-level precision without any landmarks. People have eaten them from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean for thousands of years. In ancient Greece and Rome, spiny lobster was considered a delicacy for aristocrats. Today, it remains one of the most expensive seafood items in Mediterranean cuisine. For the human body, rich in copper and zinc, which together strengthen the immune system. High phosphorus content supports healthy bones and teeth. Almost no fat. The protein is absorbed faster than beef protein. Beautiful to watch migrate, beneficial to eat.